And hello. Okay, so hello all. I'm Satvik. So this is live stream on Sunday. So every Sunday will be on live stream. So just a minute. I'll try to bring back the stuff. So just a minute. I'll so maybe just sometime we'll start the stream. I'm setting up my stuff. Just a minute. So hello all. So if you have any if you have any doubts regarding cybersecurity, or if you have any suggestions, you can just go and ask me. So I would be happy to help. So can we access Alpha Router on mobile Termux? I don't know whether you can access it from Termux or not, but you can access from NetHunter. But to be honest, I haven't checked. Okay, like I use the Alpha this Termux, but I haven't carried out like these many attacks. Okay, so I have my net hunter and I was able to connect this alpha not router, it's adapter, Wi-Fi adapter to my net hunter. Okay, I'm not sure with this Termix, but not sure. Okay, like I haven't tested it out. Okay, that's the answer. Like, and yes, okay, so hello brother, hello, fine. False positive report. Like it's not much valuable, I guess. Okay, so in pentest, like most of the time they give preference to like a true negative, like true in the sense like the attack or something like that. Let's assume that the attack is true. Okay, like there is attack happening, it is not showing anything up. So true negative, there is a chance for that, but I don't know whether you mentioned this false positives or not. Okay, so you will not know it in the case. Okay, so like see, we just do a pen test. Okay, like some red teamers or something like that. uh but see, all these like false positives and all these stuff, like blue team knows that. Okay, the people who manage them or the network owner or something like that. I don't know whether they mentioned, but like false positive in general, like there is even though there is no attack, it marks it as an attack. Okay, like there won't be much issue there, but like if it's a reverse, like if an attack is happening and it is not getting reported, then you need to consider that. Okay, I really like all your rewards, keep, but where should I get more knowledge in the sense like keep hunting, man. Okay, like be consistent. Okay, like what is ls is a command list file, simple. Like where to learn all this stuff, like you can go ahead and you can like try to fix on a topic, like if you want to go and learn on bug bounties or try to work on bug bounty, read reports. Okay, try to be consistent or anything like that. Okay, even I'm not a pro or something like that, but even I'm also a learner, so that's the thing. Okay, so ls is like a command, okay, where you can list the files or whatever you want. Okay, if you want a full form, I don't know what the full form is, but it lists the files. Okay. So if you have any suggestions for the new videos or whatever it is, you can just mention me there and I'd be happy to check them out. Okay. So like you can get okay, sorry. I think there is some message. I guess it's deleted. Okay. Okay, so and also guys, this is a small check. So is the stream fine? Okay, so like the stream quality and the audio is everything fine, or should I do some changes right now? Okay, sometimes like once I'm stuck with uh, subdomain enumeration is necessary. Okay, why subdomain? Let us assume that you have google.com, okay, as your target. Like subdomains in the sense like, see, every website has some kind of subdomains. What it does is like it classifies. For example, if you take google.com, it has like something, some stuff like for searching or something like that. And if you take maps.google.com, it is related to maps. If you take drive.google.com, provides some cloud storage services. Like every subdomain has a different like different work there, or different architecture, or whatever you want. Like see, if you are working on google.com, like instead of sticking directly to the google.com, like you can see what are all the domains, and you can try to understand. Like there are some, like most of the time I hunt for logic bugs. Okay, like whether there is some like improper session management or something like that. Okay, so I go to some like I check for every subdomains possible. Okay, I'll find out their urls. Like there is a tool called as httpx. Okay, so once I get a subdomain, I'll try to go and check what type of version they are running on, like http or https, and then I check what type of websites they are. Okay, like if the website is like redirecting me to a login page, I'll mark it something like an authentication page, something like that. Okay, like if you have like in web application pen testing or whatever you want, like how much, like you should gather as much as possible information you want. Okay, like as much as possible information. That's the key point there. Like it is not limited. Okay, so that's the reason why subdomain enumeration is very important also. Okay, so what is your daily driver? Windows 11 as of now. Hello Harsha, how are you? I'm new. What are you doing? I'm doing live stream. Okay, so if you ask me what I'm doing, I'm a part-time pen tester and also an application security engineer. So that's what I do basically, and also I upload content on this channel. So that's the thing. Okay. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions for the new videos, like feel free to ask them. Okay. So try to be like a good guy. Okay, good guy over the internet. Don't try to spread hate or something like that. Okay. So yeah, word list for directory brute forcing. Like see, like most of the time there are some, I use sec lists. Okay, so I use sec lists, and also like most of the time this I use something called as dirsearch. Dirsearch is a tool which is written in Python. So in dirsearch there will be some default word list. I use that. In the आती है I can understand Hindi, but I cannot speak Hindi. Okay. So like if you are looking for like Hindi related content, like I'm not the person there. I make videos in English. Okay, so there are some other channels, good Hindi channels, you can go and check them out. Okay, but I'm not the right guy. So where are you from? I'm from India. Okay, I'm from Andhra Pradesh. Okay, fine. I'm from southern part of India. But that's thing. Are GitHub repositories malicious? Yes, James Parker. This is one of the good questions. So recently, I read a blog. Okay, and even one of the person like he mentioned. Okay, he mentioned in comments that like GitHub repositories are also containing malware these days. What is your opinion on that? Like I read a report from this hackernews.com. Okay, I'll just share the link for you. Hacker News GitHub malware. Yes, there is a chance. There is like people are uploading like malware related stuff. Okay, I don't know the reason, but like yes, like so even though like on internet, whenever you're trying to like download something or whatever you want, try to do some kind of research. Okay, so I'll show you. I don't know the thing, but one person shared me some link. Okay, in that where he mentioned like these GitHub repositories are containing malicious stuff. So yep, there is a chance. Okay, so how can convert self access to higher bug? Like I'm not into this xsx part, brother. Like I'm not much into this web application pen testing. So I do basically network pen testing. Okay, so that is what I'm good at. But higher bug in the sense like not sure. Okay, read some kind of a report or something like that, but I'm not the right guy. Android data recovery topic. So if someone format his or her phone, how to recover it, which is one of the best software, because nowadays people sell old handset without cleaning his or her mobile. Like if you do a factory reset, I think all the data will be cleared. Okay, it's not an issue. But how to recover it, there are some tools. Okay, like I shouldn't mention them, but there are in forensics. Okay, in the forensic department in wing, so there are some softwares. Okay, so which the government owns them. Okay, those are government proprietary software. Okay, so you might not find it on internet, or you cannot even get it for paid. Okay, there are some softwares for that. Like see, if there is like factory reset, I think you'll not find much information. Why you not share your methodology to hunt the bug so that we can learn from your methodology? See, most of the time I spend is on recon part. Okay, so like most of the time I spend on recon. Okay, and I, as I told you previously, like I look for something like session management kind of bugs, like IDORs, broken access control, or some kind of business logic. So I don't go much deep into that, but this is what I generally check. uh, but I'm using 4 GB RAM laptop. I can't use Linux, so can I use pentest box? So there is something called as pentest box. Even I heard of that, but I'm not sure like how good it is. I don't know, man. Like to be honest, I'm really honest. I don't know whether like I know some of people on internet use this thing, but I'm not sure, man. Like honestly, I haven't tested this out. Okay, so but like see, if you are really curious, you can go ahead and test it out. Okay, there won't be nothing wrong. Okay, so you'll find a lot of tools. I tested it like 2 or 3 years back. Okay, like you will get all the tools, okay, in your Windows itself, but I don't know what's the like compatibility or something like that. Like how good it will work, I'm not sure with that. Okay, so try to like do that. Okay, if anything, like try to take a backup of your data in your in your computer or laptop, and then try to install it. And if you feel like if anything goes wrong, you can simply reset and you can get your stuff. Okay, what are your to do programs when you check for bug bounty program? Like most of the time, see, I'm not a full time, or I don't do much of the bug bounty part, to be honest. But mostly I go with this Google Docs, and I'll try to look for some uh, like programs which give some money or Hall of Fame. Okay, I'll choose something which added newly. Okay, you can see there is a date for every block or something like that. So I'll choose something which are new. Okay, like if you choose something old, the chance of finding, like you might always like there is a high chance of finding out a bug which is already reported, which might be turns to be a duplicate. Like see, I reported several bugs and most of them were duplicates. Okay, so this is the reason. Okay, so but recently, like I haven't reported recently anything, but like, see, if you are looking for it, try to hunt on new platforms. Okay, like there is a good chance that you can find a valid bug. Okay, how to convert Android into net hunter? So first of all, you need to root your phone. Okay, so that's the basic thing. So once you do the root part, like what you can do is like there are some net hunter, there is some kind of an like dot zip files. You need to flash a net hunter file, so you can find it on their Kali Linux website. Like, see, I told you like simply root it and stuff like that, but routing and all these take some time. Okay, can you explain how to use CVE in Kali? See, you can use Nuclei. Okay, in Nuclei you can load up a lot of CVs and you can check for them. Okay, Nuclei is a good tool. Try to look for that. Okay, so Nuclei, there are some templates, like you can load up some CV templates or something like that. But to be honest, I don't look into those stuff. Cause right, see, everyone will use that tool. There is no specialty in that tool. But see, when I'm not saying the tool is useless, I know some people who write their own templates, okay, for Nuclei, and those and that's where the real what you call you will find the real bugs there. Okay, so that's, yeah, bugs 28 duplicate, yeah, duplicates, like everyone will have that. Okay, but I'm not mostly into this bug bounty side. Is routing safe? By doing routing, will you lose any data? Like, you don't lose any data. Like when you do a route, so for the first time you lose all your data, like your system will go to a factory reset mode. Like, see, like that's like the issue. They'll tell you, you need to know that. Okay, like whenever you do a route, like all your data on your phone will get deleted and it will be like a factory reset kind of thing. But the problem here is like the root is like, see, I have my phones which are rooted. I have two phones, both of them were rooted, and see, I cannot use some kind of like application. There is something called a safety net. Okay, so in Androids from Google Play Store itself, there is something called a safety net. Like if you want to use some kind of a banking application or credit card application or some kind of an application like payment application or something like that, so by default it checks for something called a safety net. Once you do root, like the safety net gets like disabled and like you cannot install or do some stuff. See, routing, I'm not against the routing part. Okay, like you should do routing, like you should do at least one time a routing so that you can understand the true power of your phone. But like you need to remember that, like, don't try to do root on your like primary phone. Okay, see, nowadays everyone has like payment apps and stuff like that. Okay, and routing also, like there is, if you doesn't do properly, it may end up like hard brick or soft brick. So like what is my advice is like, if you're buy some kind of a second hand phone. Okay, so you can find some OnePlus phone for second hand, like less than 10,000, or like if you really truly want it, so buy a new device, and like not the new brand new device, but you can get a second hand device, a decent second hand device for like under 10,000 rupees, not dollars or something like that, and you can test it out. Okay, so that's how like there is my phone, which is like OnePlus One. I bought it for like 3,000 rupees or something like that. Okay, just to test this routing part and stuff. I just bought it on like quicker.com or Cash. I don't know the exact name. This is a second hand phone. This is OnePlus One. Okay, so I bought this thing and I tested out Net Hunter and stuff like that. Now, right now, I have like OnePlus 60, like which is more faster device compared to this one, and I do stuff on those. Like, see, you need to know like what is the problem that you might get. Okay, so routing, like try to read it. Okay, and you might be saying like, Satvik, there are some applications which help you in like bypassing the safety net. Like those are like a short term thing. Okay, like Google Play services keep on updating their database, so they'll detect it. Maybe you'll be running into some misuse. So my suggestion, go with something on secondary, or not, don't do it on your primary phone. Okay, so that's my advice. So we'll be live for like 10 more minutes or half an hour. So by 8:10 we'll wind up the session most probably. So if you still have any doubts or anything like that, you can just be and ask it, or you can just leave. Okay, if you don't have anything. Okay, so engineering is good. Do some other courses. Like, see, it is like I cannot say this is good or this is bad. Okay, like, see, it depends on you end of the day. Like if you want to go through the engineering side, you can go through that. If you want to go through the economic side, there are some other stuff. Like see, end of the day, it is not like if you want to learn hacking. Okay, I've seen people who does MBBS right now, and they are learning hacking. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, why? I don't like sharing the information. Thank you. Just AP. So will you come to me or something like that? Okay, so see, this stream most probably is for like if you want to share some suggestions or something like that. This is like a community stream. Okay, so I don't expect me to answer some kind of questions like that. Okay, so if you have any doubts or if you have anything related to cybersec, I'd be really happy to answer. Okay, so or if you have any suggestions, okay, like see, this is like a community stream. Okay, like all the people, most of them who connect here are like my subscribers. Okay, there are not only from Telugu, okay, there are from other states and other countries as well. So like see, I don't want to stick to those stuff. Please create one series on deep web or dark web. Like I can create, man, but see, YouTube has like a lot of restrictions on those content, so I need to like take extra care, really extra care on those stuff. So like I don't want to go into. I've seen people who got their community strikes cause of this deep web and dark web kind of thing. Even those words are like not advertisers friendly. Okay, so in YouTube, like there is something called as advertising, so that if you do like good videos, like the advertisers will come and there will be ads and you can get the money. But see, if I use some kind of terms, okay, which YouTube doesn't like, so it may end up like it will throw into some kind of stuff, and sometimes it might remove the video, and they might put a strike on the channel. So strike in the sense like you cannot upload a video for 1 week. So if it goes for 2, you cannot upload for a 1 month. If goes 3 or 4, I think you might end up losing your channel. So that's the case. So I don't want to risk those stuff. So mostly I'm focusing on pen testing and some OSINT part. So mostly what things I cover is like mostly on pen testing part. Mostly that too on network pen testing and some CTFs and stuff. Okay, so I cover some tools which you might be feel handy for OSINT and all these stuff like that. So mostly this channel is all about that. Like in future I'll do like you can see that recently I uploaded some video on uh, like I'm even starting this Active Directory series as well. So I'm trying my best to catch up. Okay, so uh, uh, so where do we learn about it? Like you can learn on internet, man. Like you can see where do you want to learn. Like suppose if you want to learn something like how to do phishing, like go and search on Google, you'll find thousands of websites. See, you have internet. Like everyone has, like they everything that you want to learn is like one search away. Okay, so you can learn from there. Like you can search on GitHub, you can follow some people on Twitter, so you can try to learn from there. Okay, what is the purpose of rooting a phone? Like rooting is like something like it gives you highest privilege on your phone first of all, and you can do whatever you want. So you can change the kernel, you can install some applications. Like you can rooting is nothing but your normal phone. It's like a normal phone on steroids. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. Like you can adjust the clock speed. Okay, like I can talk about routing every day. Okay, like you can like see, I used to have a phone. Okay, one of my friend's phone, like the battery used to drain like faster enough. And even though the battery health is good, you can see health like percentage something like that, which is 90%. And also the phone gets heated very quickly. So we did root for that, and we try to reduce the clock speed. There is something called as Frankel's kernel or Frank's kernel. There is some Franco's kernel. I don't know what's the exact name, but that's the thing. So we install that and we try to reduce the clock speed, and now from then onwards his battery life is like amazing. So routing, as I told you, you'll get more options to do on your phone. How to improve skills and what are the main topics a hacker should know? Like see, try to like start with the basics. Like be good at basics first of all. And how to improve your skills? Like be consistent, practice every day. Okay, being consistent is like not only cyber security. Like if you want to learn programming, or if you want to do web development, whatever you want, consistency is the key. Okay, try to do everything every day. Sorry, try to do like at least like try to be like 1% better every day. Okay, so there is a quote 0.99 power 365 is like less than 1.01365. There is a code for that. Like, see, if you get like small, like even though you learn a small topic every day, like, see, you'll end up learning a lot more stuff. Like, see, Rome is not built in a day. You take time. Like, see, I'm don't consider me like some kind of a professional or like the pro in cybersecurity. No, even I'm learning. Okay, so even though I may do some job like pen tester or stuff like that, but see, still I learn. Okay, so I don't know a lot more stuff. I don't know some stuff that you might know, and you don't know some stuff that I know. Things like that. Hi, bro. Yeah, I'm doing fine, man. Elan touchpad is supporting in Kali 5. I'm not sure. Elan touchpad. I don't know what it is. I guess it is some kind of a device. I guess Linux Mint as touchpad works. I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't know whether it will work or whatever it is. I don't know. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Yeah, fine, man. Thank you. So tomorrow, most probably, I'll release a video on my channel. So most probably at 8 p.m. or so. So you guys can check that out. Okay. So uh, that's the thing. And if you have any suggestions, is built in touchpad? I don't know, man. Elan touchpad. I don't know what the thing is. Touchpad. Okay, a touchpad in the sense like okay, it's like a keyboard. If it's is not supporting in Kali 5.91, but it works in Linux 5.9. Does touchpad works in Kali on its kernel 5.4 release? I'm not sure, man, whether it will work or not. I don't know, to be honest. But like, see, like if you consider some other Linux distributions, Kali is not like you can. It is not that friendly. Okay, like if you want to like try to non-free firmware, I don't know. Like he might be suggesting him. But see, like, see, Kali, even though if you check their website, they mostly what they recommend mostly is like try to install on like uh, virtual machines or something like that. But like, no one's stopping you to install on your direct machine. But like, there will be some issues. Okay, like some driver support or something like that. Like, you need to install them like separately, I guess. Okay, by default, it might not work for you, the touchpad or anything like that. But I guess you need to install some other like as he's telling you should work on installing some firmware or some other drivers, I guess. Okay, so then there is a good chance that it will work. CAH certification, like, see, once you buy the voucher, like they'll give you this access to their course, okay, and also their labs. Like, see, even though you take a normal CH and C exam, most people don't even check their labs. Like, I recommend you to do every lab, okay. Like, see, it might not be useful in the exam, but see, you'll learn a lot more stuff. Try to learn more, okay, so that is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't miss anything. So some people, what they do is like, since it is like multiple choice based question, they just read these terms, but end of the day you will get a certification but it won't be useful. I know about basic networking, Python, coding, Linux. What should I learn? Okay, like, see, in cybersecurity there are a lot more fields, man. Like, see, like there is a pen testing domain, there is something for forensic domain, there is some malware analysis domain. Like, try to, if you know all these, these are just the basics. Okay, so like try to find out what you are interested in. Like, if you want to go with bug bounty, do the bug bounty part. Okay, everything, like try to understand it. Okay, whatever you are learning, try to understand it. Okay, just don't try to replicate what the author is or the person is telling. Okay, so that's the thing. Which platforms you use for CTF? I use try hack me most and hack the box. Track me, there is recently using track me because there are some good networks. In track me there is something called as a network. So in network, like you can simulate some network and you can practice on their network. So recently I started working on track me. Like, hack the box is also fine. Okay, like whatever you want, like depends on your situation. Whatever you want, you can buy it. So any more questions? We'll wind up in like 10 more minutes. So can just feel free to ask them. So even though if you miss the stream, you can check out my Discord server or whatever it is. You can just come out and you can check it out from there. You can just post your queries on Discord. Try to be good. Okay. Don't try to get banned. Can we get more CTF walkthrough? Sure. I plan few CTF walkthroughs on this channel, but most of them are like hard level. Okay, so the level is going to be a bit hard. Okay, so but I'm trying to do them. Okay, so I have some in my mind, and I'll definitely try to do them. Okay, not an issue. The recently also covered a walkthrough kind of machine. Like if you observe, there is something called as curb roasting. There is a recent video made on curb roasting. So this curb roasting is like nothing but like a walkthrough for this a room called as active on Hack the Box. So I may not try to cover up like complete walkthrough, but like I might try to show you how the attack works, or like you'll get most part of it. Okay. No, I don't make any Telegram group. Sorry. Did you try Junior Pentest Room from Track Me? Like I haven't done that. Like see, most of the time I try to like in the Junior Pentest Room. It's for beginners mostly. Mostly they cover something like tools regarding tools. There is not more about CTF kind of thing. It's not much of a CTF kind of thing. Okay, so that's the thing. So like mostly right now I'm doing the offensive security, and not only the rooms. Okay, I try to work on some boxes which simulate something like CTF's kind of thing. But junior pen tester, if you junior pen tester, if you are starting up, there are a lot of good stuff that you can learn. Okay, so that's the thing. You'll get good understanding of how to use tools and stuff like that when you once you do this junior pen test room. Most of the people do that. But right now I haven't done that. Okay, so like see, I don't feel like it's worth it right now. Okay, cause those tools I already know them how to use those tools. So any more questions or anything like that, you can feel free to ask. So in 6 by 8:10, by 8:10 we'll try to wind up the session. Okay, so uh yep, so 6 more minutes is there. So if you have any questions, you can just feel free to ask. For port forwarding, which is a cheaper for student, router, like if you have access to the router you can go through that, but for port forwarding generally you can use for free, like you can use ngrok for free. Yeah, there are a lot more free options, like no need to even pay something. But see, like to be honest, like I use through router forwarding. Okay, like see, I don't want to always, like ngrok gets detected most of the times. So if you have access to a router, like try to configure your router. Okay, so it will work fine. You don't need to pay anything extra. Okay, like if you have the router and stuff. But if you feel like if you don't have a router, then you need to set up a network or anything. Like if you don't have a router or anything like that, if you're depending upon some stuff like that, try to go with like ngrok. So ngrok will work for you for port forwarding. Okay. Cheaper router, I think you need to set some like network, like you need to get some, you need to buy some kind of a network, like you need to contact your ISP and you need to set up a Wi-Fi network, then you can get a router. They will give you the router, I guess, like cheapest router. I think there are a lot more stuff, D-Link, and there are some stuff like that. You can go and check that. Right now I'm learning Active Directory, there is a lot of stuff in the, yeah, Active Directory is like the really the coolest thing. Like most of the thing I like real, to be honest, I'm mostly of an Active Directory pen tester. Okay, so that's what I basically do. So even in my team, so my role is like doing some kind of stuff which is based on Active Directory. So Active Directory is really cool. Like you'll definitely love it. Okay, so there are some good rooms on TryHackMe. I cannot suggest some on Hack the Box, but on TryHackMe there are like good rooms. So try to work on them. Okay, so those are some good rooms. So bro, any free website hosting services for phishing? Web host. There are some stuff, man. Like the game of hacking, like 3 years or 4 years, I guess I should say like 4 years. But still, I'm not. I consider myself as like intermediate to beginner to intermediate stage, and like there is a lot more to learn, man. Like, see, cybersecurity is like big domain. Like, see, you may not complete even though in your whole lifetime you might not, even though you learn it for your whole lifetime, you'll feel like you haven't learned anything. So cybersecurity is like thing like that. So a router can also work with mobile hotspot, right? I don't know, man. Like, I don't know whether you should do like that or not. But see, router, you need to have a network connection first of all. Router is a different thing, and mobile hotspot is a different thing, right? Router gives you some Wi-Fi access or Ethernet access. Mobile hotspot gives you the Wi-Fi, like your mobile network Wi-Fi access. Like, see, those are different terms. So try to like do your own research. But see, you can anytime you can go and use this NG-Rock. Okay, if you don't want to get into this trouble, go and use something like NG-Rock. Right, like try to do your own research on this router part. Okay, like I most feel like you might not buy a router and you can do that. I guess you need to have an internet connection to that router. So a router can talk over the internet, like WAN, but mobile or yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see, the reason why he's asking router is like for port forwarding and stuff. In those cases, you need to buy some internet pack for you. Some browser is detecting the phishing, how to bypass it, and bro, NGRock is not directly opening the website. It's showing whether to visit the website or not. That is the thing, man. Like, see, NGRock is doesn't working that much fine, to be honest. Like, see, there is some catch. Okay, like this is something like more deep. Even I too don't know how to bypass this stuff or something like that. But recently I covered a tool, a technique called as browser in the browser attack. Okay, so try to find it out, find it on my channel. The name is browser in the browser attack. To be honest, it will work. Okay, it's on my like experience. Like I tried it somewhere and it works absolutely fine. Like this is something like browser in the browser attack, so it will work for you. Okay, so there are some good other techniques. It's not like directly going and using the phishing. Like just sending a link might not be much useful. So you need to add up some makeup for that, or you need to come up with your own idea or something like that. So phishing nowadays is like not that much easy, bro. But if you want, like, see, everyone's educated and whatever you can call. But if you still feel like you need to come up with your own methodology or anything like that, okay. Okay, guys, I think that is it for today. So I guess like we spent some valuable time here. So I'll meet again tomorrow for a next video or some new video on my channel. So I really thank you for staying tuned for this live stream. So if even though if you missed or if you missed asking some question, you can feel free to contact me on Discord or on my Twitter. So I'll be available there. So Discord on Twitter, I'll be available. You can just tag me. What I can help you, whatever I can. Okay, so thank you. Malwares to spy on people. That's called as a spyware. So there is something like Pegasus on stuff like that. That is how they spy on people. They install an application into your phone and they spy it. Okay, so that's the thing. We call it spywares. There are a lot of spywares. You can find it out freely on internet also. So try to do that stuff. Okay, so that is it, guys, for this stream. So I'll meet again on the next week's live stream at Sunday itself. So bye, take care, good night, and see you again.